There's a short story about a young guy who handles things like a boss by dumping his girl after clearly seeing the signs and connecting the dots that she was cheating on him. Cheating on him through her phone, Snapchat, and all that. And when it was obviously there, he's done. And talk about meltdown central. And this story is a perfect example, guys. Well, number one, always trust your gut. If your gut is telling you something doesn't feel right, seem right here, and there's all these little signs here, red flags, if you will, listen to it for heaven's sake, because it's usually right. And the second thing is, and I can't stress this enough, your girl, if you're in a relationship, certainly a marriage, your girlfriend or wife should not be acting like a single girl or single woman, okay? She's with you. And it's very important that you establish boundaries from the beginning. That you don't, she shouldn't be hanging out with other guys. She shouldn't be Snapchatting and texting with them and all that. And there's a difference between communicating with like a male coworker or her brother or something like that versus talking to strangers that she's talked to through Instagram or social media or whatever, or other guys. That's unacceptable. And as a guy, you shouldn't be talking to chicks too if you're in a relationship. And if she's unwilling to abide by those boundaries, then you don't get into a relationship with her. Or if you're in a relationship when she's doing that, then you have every right to end it with her. End of story, terminate the contract, your relationship. Now, of course, you'll be labeled controlling, insecure, all these stupid things, but who cares? Titled, I broke up with my girlfriend of 6 years today. And a shout to Sean for sending in this story. It says, I'm 26, and I'm 25, and she's 26. She is really a people person and super outgoing. Well, that certainly is proving true. A week ago, she asked me to grab her phone, and I did, and when I grabbed it, I saw a snap from a guy I've never seen before. We've been together 6 years, and she looks at my phone quite a bit, but I never really look at hers. Honestly, she never really looks at mine too much, but I talk to literally nobody but her. Anyway, I look at the snap and saw that he had called her his wife about 2 to 3 years ago, plus some heart eyes, and she saved it in a chat. So, they've been in a relationship for 6 years, and she's saving messages from this guy from like 2 to 3 years earlier. And what the hell is she talking to this guy for? This guy and hearts in the eyes? He sounds like a girl. Recently, she had slid up a few of his stories, and she had sent him some stuff that he was doing at work. Unacceptable. Honestly, I got really caught off guard and felt horrible. I asked her about it, and she explained that she hadn't flirted. That's just how he talks, etc. I'd be like, I don't care. You shouldn't be talking to him in the freaking story here. Now, keep in mind, at this point, I really didn't think she cheated. I just think she was kind of entertaining some people on Snapchat, which is still not okay, but it isn't that bad. Smack! Okay, that's not boss-like. What do you mean, entertaining people? Obviously, people means dudes. Entertaining them? Describe entertaining them. She's your girlfriend for many years. That's unacceptable, bro. You allowing that only opens the door. I didn't text her for a full day, and she swore on everything. She literally didn't do anything at all, or say anything but her saving those things in a chat, and told me to be cautious about it. Swore on everything, huh? Okay. Anyway, she came over yesterday, and we hung out, and it was like normal, but this morning, I still couldn't stop thinking about it. Because your gut was telling you something was wrong. Trust your gut. I turned off my location and surprised her at her house. Some people might think I was overstepping, but I asked if I could look through her phone. I don't think it's overstepping. She likes to look through your phone. I talked with her for a bit and told her my trust was hurt and I needed to have some reassurance that she wouldn't let me look. Interesting. She wouldn't let me look through her phone. Gee, why? That'll tell you everything. She started crying super hard and argued with me for 10 to 15 minutes about how I didn't trust her anymore and I shouldn't have to look. She turned on those waterworks like that. The way we turn on a light switch, they can turn on the waterworks. 10 to 15 minutes of bullshit. Anyway, she eventually let me look, and when I got on the Snapchat, I went to the blocked tab. I don't think she knew about it, and she snatched the phone back out of my hand. Well, you were close to the gold mine of all her dirty deeds. Dude, this is telling you everything. This is the problem. You were too trusting to her, and look, she's taking advantage of it. Basically, after that, she claimed I looked through enough, and there was literally nothing on there. If there's nothing on there, then you'd have no problem me looking at it, honey. She knows she's in hot water. At that point, honestly, I thought she was fully cheating on me and not just snapping other guys. I told her if I can't look through her phone, it was over. Whatever was on that phone was bad enough that 6 years wasn't worth it. I broke up with her and sent her on her way. Nice job, dude. Come on, the signs were all there. She was adamant that nothing was on the phone and she was trustworthy, but what do you think? I felt like I had every right to end the relationship at that point, ? Bro, you had every right to end the relationship, and you're not the a-hole or whatever question you might be asking. He didn't ask if he was the a-hole, but they all think that. No, dude, all the signs were there. You know, I mean, when there's smoke, there's fire, and it's like a fucking wildfire of this chick, okay? No, he did the right thing, end of story. So, guys, trust your gut, as he did, and look what he discovered. End of story. But you must set boundaries. Your girl shouldn't be acting like a single chick. End of story. Now, comment section. And what's cool is I'm going to do a couple of these. These are from women. Women. And they're agreeing with him. This one says here, as a woman, you absolutely did the right thing. If there truly was nothing, or even if it was something small but not cheating, she would have let you look through her phone in order to save the 6 years you held together. It has to be hard not having closure and not truly knowing, but I think you did the right thing. Well, there you go. And what do you mean you think, honey? He did the right thing. Another one. This is from another woman. She says, if nothing wasn't in that phone, she wouldn't have any issue handing it over. Same here with my ex, was hiding things, asked, but instead became defensive, only to find out that I was right all along. You did the right thing. If she valued that 6 years, she would have gladly given you your phone. If she had nothing to hide, she'd give him the phone. End of story. You know, open phone policy is a good thing to have. You know, another one. Good on you. Trust that gut man always. Unless someone has a history or problem of being paranoid because of past trauma or PTSD, which can be tricky. Otherwise, trust those instincts. We have evolved to know when something is wrong. Our brains are built for pattern recognition and problem solving. If something feels off, it normally means that something is in fact off. I trusted my gut and found my ex of 5 years to cheat on me, with a guy that turned my stomach the moment she met him and told me about him. Fortunately, I found it pretty quickly and didn't have to deal with it very long, but it still sucked. Now I'm with one of the best people I've ever met, who's loyal and generous, and you know what? You know what you want. I hope you find someone you deserve. So there you go, guys. That's how you handle it. Trust your gut, set boundaries, enforce boundaries as key, and don't buy the BS, waterworks, and all that. And so, yeah, he didn't want to lose 6 years, but God knows how long she's been cheating on him, and there's no way. Now what's going to come next, probably? Probably her showing up, begging for a second chance and stuff like that, because they always come back when things go bad. Don't do it. End of story.